Hello everybody! Today we're gonna be continuing this creepypasta. Well, I'm gonna be reading this. And do you know how I'm gonna be reading it? By the way, this is how I'm gonna be reading it. I have it right here. Right now. Okay, before I was reading it from the Reddit thing, so yeah. Let me just now go it there. Okay, so let's just start. This information became universal. Oh yeah, if you don't remember, they found the planet after the universe, and yeah, that's what happened. This information became universal, and suddenly, factions of intelligent life everywhere formed. Some had the belief that they could fix everything. Some believed it would destroy everything as a result of result in not preventing the loss of death, meaning we would all still be alive but suffering forever and without any way to at least prevent that suffering. In the end, the group that was against the method prevailed and made anything to do with the time alternation illegal and punishable by exile to the center. In the end, by exile to the center. I was a part of this group at the time. I didn't want my family and the people to suffer if it failed. That was until a few million years later, a discovery was made. While most of humanity stayed in the universe, some attempted to leave, believing there might be something we're not there. Beyond it, despite our most advanced technology telling us that this invaded universe was all it was believed those people would be lost forever, traveling endlessly into darkness on false hope. Until one day they returned. By this point, we had travel capabilities that allowed us to travel from one end of the universe to the other in minutes. When the group that left the universe returned, they said they had been traveling at that speed for almost 1.5 million years, when they came across something that shouldn't exist. At first their story sounded like somehow they had gone insane again, despite our cure, and there not being any reported case of insanity within years. So, wait a minute, billions of years, centuries, and a lot of time. Yeah, they said they came upon a planet that looked exactly like Earth. An unknown light source gave it what appeared to be sunlight, but there was no star anywhere. Despite being able to see this planet clearly, the ship's instruments detected nothing. However, they did detect that there was a gravitational pull coming from the planet. This led them to believe it was not an illusion. After some deliberation and debate about what they should do, they decided to send down a couple small ships to investigate. Upon entering the atmosphere, they had reported seeing a sun above them. The main ship, however, still in orbit, saw nothing. The planet was exactly like Earth before death stopped, complete with not a single human who had tried to run from the ships. Oh, wait. Where's the mouse? Yeah. They captured... Okay. So, they captured the man and he said he thought that they were aliens and that had invaded and abducted everyone a few days ago when the ships first entered the atmosphere. After explaining who they were, The man claimed it was year 2020. He then proceeded to claim that he had just had a chess match with an old man in a black suit, who claimed to be there to take his life. He said that they made an agreement that if he lost, he would take over the job of the old man who came for him. However, if the old man lost, the old man would die instead. He said that he was a chess grandmaster his entire life and never once stopped playing and improving. He said the old man was obviously also a grandmaster, but in the end... wait a minute. But in the end, he won against the old man, just as they had agreed. The other man in the black suit died there on the spot. That was the exact moment when the man said he saw the ship in orbit, and the smaller ships entered the atmosphere, whereupon he ran and hid. The group asked him to prove this chess match with the old man who had died, so he took them to the location where they played. There they found the body of an old man in black suit sitting on a table with a chessboard. They attempted to analyze the body, but still, all of their tools detected nothing. They decided to take the man and the body back to the ship, whereupon the moment they left the atmosphere and the planet, their tools detected the man and the body. Oh, that seems weird and creepy or something. They analyzed the man and found that his DNA was breaking down at the proper rate and that he would likely die with time. The body was analyzed and found to be human, all except for the brain. There was no brain at all in the skull. Instead, there was a substance we had known about for just about a few billion years. It's created by black holes and can only be extracted by removing the gravity, the matter, and the energy inside a black hole. It has been so densely compressed that it forms a substance capable of producing enough energy to move the entire universe. This is how we now have virtually infinite energy sources. Having found this substance inside the body's head was especially strange. But furthermore, the body never decomposed either. The group that decided to turn back and bring their findings, believing now that death may have been a sentient being, and that if they can bring it back, they can bring back death to their universe. Well, this is really weird that I'm reading it right now. 70 years after leaving to return, the man died of old age. Before he died, the man had theorized that when he had the chess match, he was already dead, and that death was simply just trying to get him to take on his job. Whatever. Death never expected he could actually lose. His theory was supported by evidence they found of suspension of time, and therefore was unaffected by the billions of years since its creation until the ships came. Now back in the universe, they began working on the way to revive death, believing the core if his mind simply required a new black hole substance. They removed the one side and replaced it with another. They failed to revive him. However, what was thought a total failure produced an interesting effect. The moment the new substance was inserted, reports of a few million people dying was brought to the attention of scientists involved. It was then theorized that although we couldn't detect how much energy was in the substance, well, it was not infinite. We believed that the new substance was inserted. It was much too small to revive him, but was used up immediately, resulting in the first deaths witnessed in 6 billion years. Calculations. Wait a minute. If it says they had billions and billions of years without any deaths, why did you say 6 billion years? It must have been some trillion years. Something is being weird over here. Whatever. You just should put more time over there. Reddit people, writer, whatever. Calculations were made based on the amount of matter and energy used to create the substance, along with how many people died when inserted in death. It was then surmised that in order to bring death back and kill everyone that wanted to die, it would take all the energy and matter in the entire universe. But of course, doing that meant no way to extract and insert the new substance, meaning we all would be trapped to suffer inside a black hole forever. You should just drop yourselves into a black hole and then you die. You feel something, or no pain there is, and then you put yourself in a black hole and that's it. You're dead. Whatever. So where was I? So, the only real aid on solving the greatest problem life has ever faced was lost. 200 million years later, it was decided that we would try sending the subconscious message into the past, sometime before the year 2020, in hopes that the chess match that killed death is not played. We must die. We were blah blah blah. We were never meant to be important, immortal, whatever. Okay, that was weird and tiring for me to read, but that's it for today's video. So death died, and so what happened to this creepypasta is death died, you were bored of your life, and you wanted to die too. So, oh yeah, by the way, I'm also recording many other videos right now, like gaming videos. You should go watch them, they're great. But that's it for today's video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in another one. Goodbye.